we see, I don't think that our government, and Dr. Comey has even said it, has prioritized the potential of this industry or this sector of our society, apart from Nkrumah. Our finance minister is all over the place looking for concessions just to be able to get a paltry $3 billion from the IMF so that our economy doesn't, collapse. And I'm first arriving at the view that the current economic and political system has completely failed this country. From independence, we've been trying to industrialize. The best person who had the opportunity to achieve that was Nkrumah. Ever since, we have not fundamentally changed the policy direction of this country. It's still natural resource export. We are still dependent on natural resources. We haven't put in the thought or the will to transform our economy to create new values in such a way that we will attract a lot of dividends into our country. So we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and if we don't get $3 billion today, our economy will collapse. So the most important point I'm trying to make is that we are not creating new values, and we are not creating new values because we are not thinking outside the box. And we are not taking the risk to open up new opportunities for our country. I personally think, and I've always said this, any opportunity that I have, any government that comes into power and tells me that, I believe that, the top earning sectors of our economy are this, maybe the natural resource, extractive industries, blah, blah, blah. But between the 8 years or so that I have been in power, I have transformed the economy in such a way that art, culture, and tourism is the number one end of our economy. Then some hard work has happened. Other than that, everyone is riding the wave. When you come, it's what you get from your cocoa, your gold, your oil, and the services industry that is holding your economy. So if we are not able to industrialize, and we will not be able to industrialize, because according to the current global economy that we are plugged into, Africa must remain a resource-producing continent for the industrialized West and now the East. So there's no way we are going to outperform Germany when it comes to, engineering, outperform China when it comes to manufacturing, outperform, America when it comes to, tech innovation. Maybe tech we can, because it's mind for mind, right? But the point I'm trying to make is that because of the current world economic model that we find ourselves, Africa finds ourselves, and what we are trying to do, there is no way that we can ever develop within this world economic model system, because we have to remain raw material producing continents for the industrial world. What it means is that if we are going to change our fortunes and change it, massively, then we must begin to think outside the box. What is an example of thinking outside the box? For me, low-hanging fruit. Where do we have our competitive advantage? What can we produce and export that the rest of the world doesn't have? Several areas you can, but as a cultural and an artist, for me, it is the culture, tourism, and creative industry.